Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Welcome back to another episode, of course, of Before Game Day. Hope you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and leave likes, comments, and your jokes all down below. And without further ado, hit the intro. Well, actually, there's no intro. Just play the video. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Week 4, the Steelers versus the Vikings, and we're headed to Dublin, Ireland. Yes, the Steelers will go and indulge in some international football play against the Vikings. A rematch, Super Bowl IX rematch like that. So it's going to be a very good matchup, of course, between two teams that's looking to, continue what they're doing. I think the Vikings, of course, they're 2-1. Steelers are 2-1 as well. Both teams will be 2-1 in this matchup. So we'll see what happens. And also, a fun fact, a Steelers legend played, of course, in NFL Europe. Remember NFL at the Europe League, and he played for the Rhine Fire. It was on James Harrison. The Steelers had him on the team at first. He was undrafted, and then they cut him, and they would go play for the Rhine Fires, and then he got signed to the team, and he became one of our top level players, a Hall of Fame level talent. And when he retired, of course, he was leading our team in sacks. So that's a fun fact right there. So we have a little connection with the European crowd a little bit. And Irish and American fans are very, very similar. They're very similar like that. USA fans in the USA, and fans in Ireland are very similar like that. One thing about, like the Irish and the Americans as well, the culture. Like they go somewhere, that person is from where they're from. Hopefully it's a good Hopefully it's a good and a good, gist. But you ever see like an artist from America go on tour and they be around different places, you be like, you see the fans going crazy. They just know like that, like when they embrace the culture and embrace certain things. Or you see someone who's Irish. I watch a lot of wrestling. There's a lot of wrestlers who are from Ireland, and they just have that extra to them a little bit too. Like they honor their culture a lot. That's one thing they have in common. Another thing that's in common too, both places love their sports. Sports is the main source of entertainment for them. They love all types of sports like that, especially comeback sports. Anything that involves a little bit of violence, they love that like that. They get pumped up for it. A lot of places that love that, but I feel like they love that a lot, very much a lot. The thing we have in common as well, we both have leaders or people who want to be leaders who do not take no for an answer, and not in a good way either. Yeah, But we'll keep our nose clean of that, and we're going to focus, of course, on the matchups and the players in the matchup we battle off in Ireland. A lot of talent, of course, on this field. Look at the Vikings. They have T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson is a good player, of course. But we have a T.J. on our side as well. And he just has a little bit more energy, a little bit more voltage to him, a little bit more wides to him. And then they also have, of course, Aaron Jones. But Aaron Jones is on IR. He won't be playing in this game. But we do have an Aaron who can even it out on both sides, and his name is Rodgers. And he also is 18-12-1 versus the Vikings. So hopefully he can make that 19-12-1 in this game. And they also have, of course, a Justin Jefferson. And we don't have Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is a very good player. I wish we had Justin Jefferson on our team. We don't have one of those. But we have beat a Jet. They call him J Jet. That's right. We beat a Jet a few weeks ago. So we may have to do it again like that, spin the block around again to do it again. So we'll see what happens. And they also, of course, on their team have a Mason. And we have a Mason on our team. And our Mason is not playing this game. He's going to have the same amount of yards I'm going to have in this game. And they also have, of course, Van Ginkel. Yeah, Van Ginkel sounds like a vampire hunter name, but he's a quarterback hunter. He had 11 sacks last year. He have 2 sacks so far this year. He's a good player, so we're going to see him. We'll see the Wise. We'll see Hargrave. We'll see all the different guys, of course. Herbig, Hayward, Harmon, all the different guys up front. The front 7 of the Vikings, front 7 of the Steelers going at it. And then gonna be very crazy, very explosive, very crazy. Of course, see both defenses. But also, another quarterback I gotta mention. I already mentioned Rodgers, but I gotta mention the Vikings quarterback who'll be starting, and that would be Carson Wentz. Last time the Steelers played Carson Wentz as a starter, I believe it was Steelers was playing against the Eagles, and back in like 2020, I think 2019, 2020, when Big Ben was still on the roster, and we beat, of course, the Eagles, and we beat Carson Wentz. So hopefully we can repeat history and do the same thing in this matchup right here. Because throughout history, Vikings are known to be vicious, and they say aggressive, and dangerous, of course, ruthless, of course. But there's one thing the Vikings did fear, and we're gonna cut that one thing they fear. You know what that thing is? A bath, shower, soap, shampoo. We become all that, everything they fear, and we're gonna wash the Vikings up, and we're gonna dominate them in this game. Well, not dominate, but we're gonna go out there and compete against them in this game and try to find a way to win this game in Ireland. And I'm going to tell you how we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna tell you my score prediction, and I'm gonna do that right now. The score prediction for this game is gonna be Steelers 24, Vikings 23. And that's how I want to go. The Steelers want to get, of course, a field goal Boswell hit a long field goal, 53-yard field goal or something. He's going to hit a field goal and then go up 24-23, and it's going to be enough time for the Vikings to get the ball back. And the Steelers defense is going to do what they did in week 1. They're going to stop the win. They're going to do what they did in week 3. They're going to stop to win. They're going to do what they did in those 2 games right there, and they're going to add another one underneath their belt, and they'll go out there and get a stop to win against the Vikings in Ireland, and then head to the bye week 3-1, and we're going to relax and chill and wait till all our guys come back fully healthy. But that's my prediction for this game. So let me know what you guys think down below. But I think the Steelers are going to go out there and do their thing. So yeah, this is what I got for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode before game day. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.